but it is not always necessarily the easiest. You have to go down and back, and there. It's out of there now. Now, we'll take our hammer, punch, and we will tap this out. And of course, your punch will go right through and take the place of that pin. And right here, get this to focus in for us. There we go. This is what I was talking about. Right here is the notch. And that wire goes right in that notch. And on your left, right here, that's where the actual frame, the receiver is. That's the sidewall. And so it goes in between there, because this pin can only go out of the receiver one way. So that just pushes against that notch and keeps it from being able to go out. And there's that. I'm going to get us a container here. Another little idea here. This right here. This is a container from, I think, ground beef. Just clean it out real well, of course. Cut all your plastic that's vacuum sealed off of it. And you've got a great container that's completely expendable. You don't have to worry about the fact that you spent good money on it, because you already had it when you bought your hamburger meat. Alright. Now we're going to go and we're going to pull that pin back out. Now you have your hammer spring. The wires on it are actually holding your trigger in. What we're going to do is pick those up one at a time and hold them together like that. You can put something in there to hold them across there. Get your disconnector out. And spring. Remove the trigger. Now you want to be careful with this spring. Just because you get something underneath there and you've got leverage, there's no reason to go cranking on it and run it real far forward, or don't do anything stupid like try and get this notched over your hammer here and use your hammer to hold it back. That's just ridiculous. It's not going to work. Just hold it with one hand and don't pull it too far, and then easily let it down. Now on this one, and the way this is around here, because this is on there improperly, as I showed you in that illustration, that's actually hooked around that pin, and so you may have to work with your little clip a little bit to get it pushed forward where it's not going to keep your hammer pin from coming out. I'll go ahead and peck on that hammer pin a little bit, see if we can get it out. Up there it went. Now mind you, they will all not be that easy, but if you have to hit it, tap much harder than that, you want to kind of step back and reevaluate, because you might have something that's holding you in. Now what I'm just having to do there is I've had to come in here and put my hand on this hammer and push down and find my pin again. Now I can just go in here by hand, push that through, and there is my other pin. Now, go in here, remove this, and remember this is under pressure here. So you just want to be careful, watch your eyes. Reach in here. Here is the clip that I was talking about. And you know, we may come in here and we may find after looking at the shape of that clip might have been the way it was supposed to go. It may be a different clip than the one that I was referring to. Now that I've got it out and I'm looking at it, we'll see, but we'll let you know. I'm sliding this right out the rear here to give me some room and twist. Again, there's probably 1,000 different ways to do this, but that's the way that I did it. Now you can at this time remove your hammer spring or leave it on there for now. I'm going to choose to leave it on there for right now. And if we want to compare our pins here, they are identical. Just so you know, there's no difference in them. So we seem to be showing a little bit of pitting on the trigger there. We'll take care of a lot of that with the FrogLube. We'll smooth up things here. This one's had a little, I'd say she's had a few rounds through her. And I'm going to grab this camera here. Now you have a completely, well, for the most part, an empty case. We've got our cross member here. Got the barrel and stuff, but your receiver is pretty much stripped out of the internals. That bolt there holds your hand guard. And there you go. Alright, we just got a big flathead screw inside of there. Simple enough. Usually makes things a little easier if you take your other hand and pull up on the pistol grip as you loosen it. There we go. Is the grip removal. Do not forget basically what is your nut that the big flathead screw goes into that holds your grip in. Set up with angle notches on there so it all has a place in here that it fits. Make sure you get that. Of course, the easiest thing to do is thread your screw into it. That way you're not going to lose it. Alright, now I'm not going to bother removing the gas block on this. I can do everything that I need to with the gas block on there. And after thinking about it, I may leave the barrel and the rear sight on. Just clean it up real good. For the purposes here, I just don't see the need to break it down that much farther. Now if I find a problem with it in the meantime, I may change my mind. But as it stands right now, we're going to leave that intact. We'll loosen this up here. Turn it around. Now this, what you're going to see here is one of the good things about this lineman setup. And if you're wondering, there is another one of these bars like right here. There's another one of these that normally would go right here. I'm not using it right now because it gets in the way of my workspace. I keep this back side screwed down to the workbench, and then that leaves the front free to float. I can slide it backwards and forwards as needed. Shift my pivot point, as you see here. Now we're balanced. Come in here, and it's set up where it's got pieces you can throw all over the ground. Different pieces that you can add on as needed. Since we're going to be clamping onto the receiver, we're just going to go with this setup here. And again, with this device, it's about versatility. Go in here and thread this down, give it a little more support. And for now, I'm going to secure the tail, or the buttstock for all you accuracy police that are out there. Oh, he didn't say the right thing. Well, shut up. People waste too much time worrying about what everybody else is doing and whether or not they got it right or got it wrong. People need to mind their own business. Stop worrying about everyone else and look at your own damn self. What kind of problems do you have in your life? What things can you do to make your life better and not make my life worse? There we go. Separated that out. Now we have two halves. There's the buttstock, and there's the barrel and receiver. And as always, excuse the shoddy camera work. Here at TDC, we spare no expense on camera work and camera people. Alright, well, that's pretty much got us broken down as far as I'm going to go. I should be able to fit the majority of this receiver into my ultrasonic cleaner. And what I can't, I'll just do by hand. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and